Yes, and I'm going to end here just by looking at the assignment. So again, you're reading Du Bois, the Forethought, Chapter 1, Chapters 3, and Chapter 6. In the previous podcast episode I gave you, we looked at the Forethought and Chapter 1, right? So Chapter 3 and Chapter 6 are definitely worthy of analysis as well, right? So you can pick your poison where you want to locate your argument. But again, the idea is that you want to really try to get a handle on this problem, this idea of double consciousness and the veil, right? So I've given you a few things to think about here. So 1.1 to 1.3 in the blue here, this is the prompt, okay? So trying to get you to think about, double consciousness on a general level, on a particular level, right? And also on a contemporary level. Okay, so giving you some food for thought there, and then after you, compose your general ideas after you've read all the reading selections, then you want to say, okay, where do I want to locate my argument, right? And this is something that we've been working on throughout the course, right? You can't talk about everything. You don't want to talk about everything. You don't want to do coverage. You don't want to do summary, right? You want to say, here is my idea, here is the problem I'm looking at, and I'm going to look at the problem in a certain part of the text, right? And, you don't always just want to try to explore the problem in the text, which is either the first thing that you read or seems to be specifically about what you're trying to write about, right? So that is, I would say a common mistake that readers make. They try to sort of textbook it, and it oftentimes doesn't really work that well, right? So I recommend that you look at sort of secondary type parts of the text and try to apply the problematization and the analysis there. So like I said before, you can look at the musical epigraphs, right, to make this argument about double consciousness or provide commentary. Chapter 3 is a famous chapter where Du Bois takes on Booker T. Washington, who is his political rival within the African American community. Booker T. Washington has a more conservative sort of view of how to rebuild shattered African American culture after the Civil War. Basically, it buys into segregationist and Jim Crow ideas, right? And so, interesting move there. How do you rebuild a society? Okay.